All right, so Thomas came down to the shop this morning to help record some videos. However, I'm having to re-record those. We want to go over the temporary repairs. So let's say you have a small pinhole leak, a worn area of fabric that's opened up. Now you're losing air pressure. This is how we want to go about that. I'm going to tell you the materials that you need are acetone, which is okay for both PVC and Hypalon. You want to have white terry cloth shop towels, Gorilla tape, not glue, the actual Gorilla tape, and a blunt instrument, whether it be a wooden spoon, whatever. In our shop, in real life, we have actual boning tools. Today we're going to use this end of our scissors to handle this. So we want to take our acetone and do a wipe of our entire area. So in this case, we're pretending that our pinhole leak is right here. I made a pin mark. We're going to go well beyond that. Really clean it. Let it flash off. Okay. We're trying to remove bird poo, debris, sand, whatever else, maybe some staining. You also might notice if your boat is experiencing the beginnings of sun damage, that the cloth will come away looking rather chalky. Okay, so when you're about to do this repair, you do want air in the boat. We want to have some shape to these tubes. And I'm sorry, I'm by myself now, and this boat will not hold air at this moment, so we're having to improvise a bit. But we've done our initial cleaning. Now, we want to come back with our acetone and our terry cloth towel 3 more times. We're doing 3 more wipes around this area. And that's kind of opening the pores of the fabric to accept the gooiness of our Gorilla tape. So, first wipe, wait 5 minutes, let that chemical flash off, go do something. Come back, do the second wipe, wait 5 minutes, come back, do the third wipe, wait 5 minutes. Now the process is completely different when we're actually placing a patch with the proper adhesive, the total prep process, and we're doing this in a climate controlled environment. I am showing you today just a safe temporary repair, one that's not going to damage your tubes. We're not using 5200 roofing tar or any other contraindicated items on this boat. So if we have done our 3 wipes, let me show you again our pretend leak right there. We're going to take, now my Gorilla tape I've used for my hula hooping business, so I've cut the roll in half. I'm using duct tape in this case. Don't use the duct tape, the Gorilla tape is way better. You can either cut or rip, and we want to have one that's large enough to allow coverage. You know, again, if this were the real world and we were patching this leak, we'd have at least a 3x3 patch on here that we've prepped the patch fabric, we've prepped the tube fabric. The whole process is different. This is a temporary repair. So cut or rip your tape large enough, and we're going to come down with the center of our tape over the center of our leak and gently place this with our fingers to make sure we don't have any puckers, wrinkles, or bubbles. Then we're going to take our boning tool and bone it down from the center out, making sure that everything is laying as flat as it can. No puckers, wrinkles, or bubbles. Now we're going to have some wrinkles because I'm doing this with the boat completely deflated. All right, now we don't want to stop there, right? One strip of tape may not hold, and I know that I bitch at you guys all the time about layering patches and why that doesn't work. But our tape is just a 1-ply. It's so much thinner than patch fabric, and you have cleaned this area. It's totally fine for you to come back and get another strip of tape and maybe take it halfway on what you've placed and halfway on the tube. Again, moving from the center out nice and gently with your fingers, and come back with your boning tool, bone it down from the center out. And I'm real big on seeing the definition of things. So in this case, we've got 2 layers of tape. I want to be able to see that crease between the 2. So I'm coming along there and really pushing that down, making sure that we can see it. You can add as many layers of tape around the area as you like. When you get the boat to a reputable, reputable repair shop, it is easy for us to remove the Gorilla tape even if it's been on there for a number of months, we might see some residue there. It's also easy for us to remove that. You're not causing any damage to your tubes. So that is the first order of business, but please remember now, once you've placed as many layers as you desire to place for your lead, you want to go let air out of that boat immediately. Okay, we're always trying to protect our work, our masterpieces. And you have a leak, you are covering it, but if you've got air in the boat, that air wants to push out through that leak area. It's going to want to make bubbles in your patch. So as soon as you're satisfied that you've boned everything down and all of that tape is adhering to your tube, immediately go let air out. And if it makes you feel good, or you're like me and you just want everything to be just so, come back and you can absolutely bone down in that star pattern from the center out your tape once again, even when the tube is deflated. That's temporary repair number 1.